All right, I show 4 o'clock. I'd like to call this meeting of the McLean County Board's Health Committee to order. I'd like to welcome everybody to the board. I see we have Member Farley, Member Tompkins, Member Bell, and Vice Chair Hanson with us today. We're missing members Bloomfield and O'Neill. Before we begin, my name is Corey Byrne. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity to lead the Health Committee. Doors always open. Please feel to reach out, as it is to anybody else. Do we have any members of the public here to make comment, or county employees?
Chair Byrne, we've had no requests this evening.
All right, thank you very much. I'd like to move on to the consent agenda. Pull this up real quick. Do I have a motion to put the consent agenda on the floor? Motion by Hanson, second by Bell. On the consent agenda, we have approval of minutes from November 7th, 2024 meeting and recommendation of approvals and bills and transfers to the county board. Total is $706,050.17. This represents the total from the funds for the nursing home, tort, developmental disability board, and the Board of Health. Any questions or comments? Can I get a motion? Oh, got a motion. Let's take a vote. All in favor of accepting the consent agenda, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Consent agenda passes. Moving on, Jason Tabb is represented by
Suzanne Montoya.
Aye. Ms. Montoya, we show 2 items for action today. Number 4A, 1A, request approval of contract for counseling services at the McLean County Juvenile Detention Center with Kathy Vogel. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Tompkins, second by Member Bell. Any questions or discussions?
No, this is just a long-standing contract we have with Kathy Vogel for counseling services, as it's a requirement of the Illinois Administrative Code to provide mental health services to youth detained at the juvenile detention facility.
Excellent. All right. Any questions from members of the board? All right, no other questions. Those in favor of approving item number 4A, 1A, request approval of a contract for counseling service at the McLean County Juvenile Detention Center with Kathy Vogel, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to 4A, 1B, request approval of memorandum of understanding for counseling service at the McLean County JDC with Mark Benson. Do I have a motion? Motion by Vice Chair Hanson, second by Member Farley. Comments or questions?
It's just the same as, similar to the contract. He just offers services if there's any conflicts with Kathy Vogel.
Excellent. So he's a backup for Ms. Vogel then?
Correct.
Great. And you've worked with Mr. Benson for some time, right?
Many years.
Excellent. Any questions? All right. Those in favor of 4A, 1A, request approval of MOU for counseling service at JDC with Mark Benson, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Excellent. Thank you very much. Anything else, Ms. Montoya?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Moving on to 4B, 1A, Ms. Sturm from Advanced Correctional Center. We have 1 item for action, that is to request approval of professional service agreement with Carl West Physician Group. Do I have a motion? Motion by Member Bell, second by Member Hanson. Ms. Sturm.
I'll handle the contract part if you don't mind.
course.
Yes, we have partnered with Carl Physician West in end of May. So we've been working on a 90-day agreement until coming into this 2025 calendar year for an annual agreement for 20 hours a week of psychiatric care, counseling, and medical services.
And you've worked with this agency, like you said, since the end of May?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments? All right, thank you. Those in favor of approving item 4B, 1A, request approval of professional service agreement with Carl West Physician Group, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, Ms. Sturm, anything else?
That report is presented, and if you have any questions for the health services. If you have any questions for the health services administrator on the report, she'd be happy to answer them.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much then. Moving on to 4C, 1A, Jessica McKnight, the Health Department. We have a request for approval of an extended leave per county code. Could I have a motion, please? Motion by Member Tompkins, second by Member Hanson. There has been a request. Would anybody like to request that this be moved into closed session?
Get the motion on the floor first and then close session. Oh, he did it. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Sorry.
Would anybody like to go? Yeah.
I Write as quick as you can talk.
Seeing as we have no requests for closed session, we can go ahead and move into this. Did I miss anything? No request for closed session? All right. Let's see. So yeah, we will take a vote. Do we need to go through and read the item as we did before? Since we had no request for closed session, we need to read all this. Do we need to read the letter? No. Okay, we're good to vote. We're good? All right. I'd like to call the vote, please. Those in favor of approving item number 4C1A, please say aye.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had one question. Mr. Tompkins?
Just had a quick question. If for some reason she does not achieve maximum medical improvement, would this be able to be extended or would it have to come back?
That
It would
is-
come back.
Okay.
It would come back then. Any other questions?
I was reading through the letter that was provided, and I was just curious. The way it sounds, this employee is extremely integral to the program. Is there enough skill redundancy in the department, I guess, to fill the spot? I guess, who has been continuing on the program while she's been out? Because the way it sounded, I just sounded like she was the only one that did the work. So has this work been continuing on, or?
Yes, it's a small program, so the work has been being fulfilled by the other person in the program.
I just didn't know if there was a staffing issue that maybe we need to look at or something like that. Okay, thanks.
All right. Very helpful. Thank you, Member Tompkins, Member Farley. Any other questions? All right, let's bring that item to a vote. Those in favor of approving 4C1A, the request approval of extended leave per county code, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, motion passes. No other items for action. Director McKnight, anything else that you'd like to add?
About that, no.
All right. All right, then. Thank you very much. See, your monthly report is available on page 30. Moving on to 4D1A, Mr. Wiley with the nursing home. We have a similar request under section 108-43F from the Kane County Code to authorize nursing home director to offer a salary above that identified in section 108-43F. There has been, this could go into closed session. Do we have any requests to take this into closed session? My apologies. We need a motion first. Can I have a motion, please? Motion by Hanson, second by Tompkins. Would we like to move into closed session? Seeing no, we can move on with this. Any questions or comments about this issue?
Comment rather than a question.
Microphone, please, Member Tompkins.
I think that the work that is done at the nursing home is exemplary and fulfills a niche that a lot of counties can't provide. And when I saw this salary, my instinct was to try to move it up to an even 30. And I'd spoken with Director Wiley, and he explained to me why that's not possible because of steps in the pay scale. But I just wanted to comment that the work they do is very good, and we should keep an open mind to raising the salaries in general out there if we're able.
Absolutely. No, thank you. And very much agree. You know, the work of the nursing home and health staff in our community is vital, and we absolutely want to take care of our employees. So we're hopeful to continue that work. So thank you, Mr. Tompkins. Any other questions or comments? With that, I'd like to call to a vote. Those in favor of approving 4D1A, request nursing home director offer a salary above that identified in that section, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Thank you very much. Director Wiley, anything else you'd like to add?
First of all, welcome. It's exciting for me to get to work with you guys this year, with you all. Just by way of information, I wanted to bring to your attention a memo that's going before the executive committee about a pretty large-scale mechanical infrastructure project that's going to be taking place at the home in 2025 and into 2026. It includes HVAC, ceiling renovations, which will make enhanced accessibility for any future projects, fresh water supply improvement, the water plant rather, and then water heating and boiler. It's going to be a massive undertaking, and we're excited about it. It's good, but it's going to be paid for out of ARPA funds, so a contract is needing to be awarded by the end of this year, so this is going before executive committee. In addition to that, you have our report for October. We were excited to see a lot of the numbers either stay strong or improve when it comes to census and staffing. Agency utilization went down 2% to 11% of our total nursing shifts. Our revenue from our primary payers, which are Medicare, Medicaid, VA, private pay, was actually 22% over or 22% above the monthly budget. And year-to-date, our revenue from primary payers is at 15% above budget. And then you'll see various charts and graphs included for your review. 57% of our referrals for the month of October came from local hospitals. We're always wanting to maintain a strong relationship and networking there. And then I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Great. Well, thank you very much. Those are certainly measures of success, and we've seen those numbers improve over some time. So congratulations on your success. We look forward to supporting you. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? All right. Thank you, Director Wiley. Moving on to 4E, 1A. Administrator Taylor, anything presented for action?
I have nothing for this committee.
All right. Thank you all very, very much. Moving on to number 5, our next meeting date is Tuesday, January 7th at 4 p.m. That is a shift in the schedule. Like to remind all committee members that in the committee, this is where most of the work gets done. So thank you to all for your continued attendance. Please do let us know if you are going to be gone so we can prevent any issues with quorum or anything like that. Open dialogue, open door, ask questions, reach out, and thank you all for your service to the county. If there's nothing else, then we are adjourned.